I'm doing my second series of relationships with Share Your Stroke of Genius, and we are talking about relationships, and today we're going to be talking about friends. So I hope that you can all sort of understand what the effects are after brain injury. And we're just waiting for Kyle to join. So I am just going to get him to join. Just waiting. I think I'm getting some of that American vibe over here.
Hi.
Kyle.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah, how are you? Yay! I love this. So Friends. We're going to be talking about Friends, aren't we?
Yeah, we're going to be talking about Friends, not the TV show, but
Yeah.
like the TV show.
We should talk about the TV show if you'd like to, because one of my favorite shows, and it just shows how important friendships are.
Yeah, exactly. And so I just wanted to kick it off with, just topics. I mean, like, our friends are completely different than us after our stroke. And,
Yeah.
or whatever brain injury. And
Yeah.
we find, or at least, 22 years ago, I found that the perspective of my friends changed completely different. And so I want to bring this up because a lot of people in the groups and the Facebook groups are talking about like losing their friends or their friendship not being the same.
The same, yeah.
Yeah, and so.
So you were a lot younger, and
Right.
I was a lot older. So your friendship group would have been around your school and your sports and all the things that you were doing at that time. So you tell me how was that for you? Like, what was pre and then post? Like, how did that change?
Well, I first noticed, after I first noticed that my friends viewed me differently when I was playing basketball. When I first got back on the court, I wasn't the first pick or captain of the team anymore. I was actually the last pick to be on the team. Or sometimes they didn't want me because I had a arm brace and a leg brace and a right side that didn't work. So I had to prove to them that I could play the game just like everyone else. And that was completely difficult for me because before, I was an all-star baseball player, I was, basketball player, and I was quite good. So.
And that must have been so hard for like your confidence and like the way that you just even thought about yourself.
Yeah. And also going through middle school and high school,
Yeah.
And on top of that, puberty.
That's already a difficult time.
What?
It's already a difficult sort of
course.
time in your sort of growing up stage.
Yeah, and the 1990s. So, I mean, like, it's, that's before social media came out. So.
I just feel that there's a lot of pressure in having to be in a certain way and act in a certain way. Like for me, I'm a lot older. I have a circle of friends that are also mums that have their children and families. And for me, it was really, really difficult to be able to continue the social circle that I was doing before. So, you know, where I live, there's a lot of like events happening and parties, and not just that, even taking part in a lot of the school things that are happening. Like, I just couldn't do all of it. And I used to be so tired all the time. So it really changed for me, because then people just stop inviting you because they think that they're putting that pressure on you. And not because the friends are not friends, it's because they don't know how to be sort of around you.
Right.
I think that was more of the difficulty. They don't know whether to say, are you okay or not? They don't know whether to pick up the phone and, you know, just sort of see it. It's just, I think it's as hard for them as it was for me. So it was just really, really difficult, because I couldn't make a lot of those events and I couldn't make a lot of those things. So it pulled me away, I think, from the social scene. And that was what my friends were, because I think it's important if the communication is still there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so just getting back to how it was, I think that, yeah, I had to pull away from a lot of things, which was quite difficult. We can still hear okay, so that's fine. Yeah, so I had to pull away from a lot of things, which then sort of changed my social circle a little bit. And where I had a vast amount of sort of friends, it sort of narrowed down quite a lot. Because it was just that you don't want to be able to, you want to be comfortable. You don't want to put too much pressure on everyone else as well, but you also want to be able to just be yourself. And, you know, post brain injury, you are different. You are a little bit different. Your personality is a little bit different. You're more direct, and you sort of take things a little bit more sort of cautiously. So yeah, you just want those people to be around you that actually truly care.
Yeah. You know, and I experienced that with my even close friends that I'm my best friends right now. And, you know, and how do they see me different? You know, because we still laugh, we still party together, we, you know, and so we didn't lose that sense of friendship. But definitely in middle school and high school, it was, you know, I never got invited to the parties, or every once in a while I would, you know, get invited. I would still go. And of course, it would, you know, everyone would accept me to the party, but, you know, it'd be different, something different. And then I would have to, I felt like I would have to be drinking and, you know, doing the things that they were doing to fit in, you know, because all I wanted was acceptance. And
Definitely. It's that thing, isn't it? Being accepted, but it's being accepted for the new you. And I think that is the hard thing, not just for yourself, but also for them. Because, you know, if they've known you for a certain time and certain length of time, and then they now see you as, you know, this vulnerable person, it must be hard for them as well, you know, just to have that communication with you. Like, one of the things I always think, you know, when you see people at like events or parties and they say, oh, how are you doing, and it would be really nice to catch up, and, you know, let's meet up. And, you know, when they say things like that, you take it quite literally. But then when they don't call you, when they don't ring you, you just think, okay, all right. But they just being polite. It's that's the other thing as well, coming back to the personality.
right.
Because you take things like quite literally, it's like, okay, that phone hasn't rang. Has it rang? Or did I miss it? Like, what's happening? So you do take things a little bit more sort of literally. Do you find that as well?
Yeah, I really do. Or no, I did. Now I don't per se, or like around what my friends do. Like I don't get mad anymore about like my friends going to a party, you know, because I have my shit to do, and I will, you know, ask them when I need them free, you know, and then we'll go to the party, have a great time. And
I think that, sorry to cut in, I think the thing is, you're so right when you just said that, because maybe it's just to have no expectations.
yes, you don't. So I want to get to the root of it. Okay, why people are people and the social circles, and when we change, everything changes along with us. And it's just us. It is our environment, our social circle. You know, what you were able to do, you cannot do anymore, or you're limited, and you have to adapt to make that work. But in, you know, putting yourself in your friend's shoes, like every now and then, you know, like if you cannot go to the movies or go clubbing, or you know, and what you used to do with your friends, put yourself in their shoes and say, wow, Kavita or Kyle cannot